Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. I'm Alex and today I'm going to be reviewing X-Men X-Force Wave 5. A great assortment of action figures. I hope you'll agree, and I would ask you to leave a comment and let me know which one of these is your favourite. Thank you to all of you that commented on my last video, the die-cast toybiz sort of posable figures. That was really cool and I really appreciate it. And thank you for leaving the likes and everything else. It's nice to have support. Some of you have asked, do I plan to do all of the waves of all of the different Toy Biz lines? Yes, I do. Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Hulk, everything. In fact, a little story. I don't know if any of you who collect, because I know a lot of you guys collect figures as well. I actually thought I had some figures that I didn't have. And that is because I see them daily. Every day I see figures. I'm always looking for figures. I'm always searching for figures, and so sometimes you see them that often. And I have got a sort of book where I keep a complete list of everything I have, but I completely missed one off of the Fantastic Four, but I have now got him, and once I have, I'll be able to do series 1 and series 2, 3 and so on and so forth. Same with Iron Man. I managed to get a really good deal on some Iron Man figures this week and some X-Men figures this week. It's been a really good week for me for picking up figures. Anyway, with all that said, let's jump in to this review. Okay guys, so here is my Toy Biz figures on the left. I know you guys like to look at what's on the shelf. These are my loose ones. I've had a massive change around this week. Been trying to make space because I've been getting more figures in. And here are some of the Hasbro Legends I own on the right. These guys are ones I've either reviewed or have been in TV series, but I know you like to have a look, so I thought I would show you before we jump into this review. Now, here is the classic X-Men X-Force card that we've got used to seeing. Instead of individual, they went to just cable. It comes with, of course, a Fleer card. And here we have Domino. Now, Domino is a pretty cool character. She was voiced by Jennifer Dale. She was in the first episode of the X-Men animated series, Night of the Sentinels. It's like a cameo. You'll see her face on the screen in that first episode. You have to have a look out for it. It's when Jubilee's running around. She was also in Slave Island. Her power is luck. She comes with this gun that turns into a dual gun and fires missiles. Definitely one of the cheapest ones to pick up. And guys, I'm going to just put all the prices in the description of this video today, rather than doing all the prices. We'll see how that turns out. If you prefer that, it'll make the video a bit faster and smoother, I think, so I'm going to give it a go. Next up, we've got Cable, and now we've done many Cables, but this isn't any Cable. This is Cyborg Cable, and he is sporting the yellow and blue X-Men colours, which makes him really pop. It is super awesome. I really like this figure. He's got that skin that pops off, which is a great gimmick. He's got a bit on his arm, a bit on his head, so if he gets shot or damaged or whatever, it must have been great having this one if you were a kid. Of course, he was voiced by Lawrence Bain. Nathan Summers, Cyborg, was in tons of episodes, guys. He was throughout that animated series, so a really cool character. They did do a lot of him, but it's this one's good. I can't fault it. It's good. It's a good Cyborg Cable. Next, we've got Genesis. Now, Genesis is otherwise known as Tyler Dayspring, who is the son of Cable, which is pretty cool. Of course, he turns evil, and this is his Toy Biz figure. He was in the animated series, but he didn't look like this. He was in a couple of the animated series episodes, definitely, but he did not turn all evil and look like this. Now, I do have one loose. This is his sidekick, Spine, I believe. It's S-P-Y-N-E. He's his little rubber sidekick that he comes with. Pretty cool. And of course, we see there Genesis in all his armour. Now, that face mask sits on quite snug for a Toy Biz figure, not loose, which is cool. And that armour plating that you take off, and there he is. I'll bring him in close for you to have a look. Articulation, typical of the time. He looks pretty evil though. A cool bad guy, another cool villain. A different figure, which is cool as well. It's nice. Toy Biz always had this massive variety. I know I was saying we get lots of Cables and everything, but we did get a good variety. Next up, it's Caliban. Now, he has a mutant raw attack as a gimmick. A really cool character. He was in Slave Island. and he was in that I think it was that last episode, or one of the last episodes, where Apocalypse tries to take Jubilee's body. I can't remember the name of it, but a really cool character nevertheless. We have seen him in the movies as well. A cool character, Caliban. No, don't know who voiced him. There was never any credit as to who voiced him, but nevertheless, he was definitely in the animated series and a cool character. Next, we've got Nimrod. Now, you'll remember from a couple of weeks back when I did that, I think it was an X-Men wave. I can't remember what the wave was, but there was a Nimrod in that special pack. Well, this is the red version, the main version of Nimrod, this evil Sentinel sent back in time to kill Charles Xavier. He was, of course, in One Man's Worth 1 and 2, created by John Romita Jr. and Chris Claremont. He is a super cool character, quite a big figure, big Toy Biz figure, fires missiles from his right arm. Yeah, just absolutely awesome. Definitely one of my favourites. Next up, we've got Deadpool 2. A super cool figure, of course, completely different to the first Deadpool that I showed you back in a previous video. This guy has a mask that comes off to reveal his super but ugly face. He comes with two sort of samurai swords, a machine gun and a dagger, and he has an interchangeable hand. He is really cool, and I wish I had this one loose to sort of show you, but there you go. He can be quite expensive on the aftermarket actually. There's that mask there, his actual Deadpool mask. Wade Wilson, the Merc with a mouth. Definitely a great action figure. And last but not least, of course, the Blob. Definitely not least. He is absolutely huge. A great action figure. Frederick Dukes. He has an eating disorder. He was, of course, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. He was in several episodes as well. I think it was Slave Island, Days of Future Past, and A Rogue's Tale. Part of the Evil Brotherhood. Note on there that shows you they can... One hand's like sealed. You can't put nothing in it. One hand's got a hoe. Because on the back they say you can hold the food in both hands, but he can't, only one. He was voiced by Robert Kate, who also voiced Colossus in the animated series. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video review of X-Men X-Force Wave 5. Please hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave a comment. Which one was your favourite? I think my favourite of this series has to be a toss-up between the Blob and Deadpool 2.